These are the Norns, and these are the Moirai. Or are these the Moirai and these the Norns? I think we can find out until the end of this video. And now let's jump into it. The Norns in Norse mythology are three sisters, whose names are Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld, and they are personifications of the past, present, and future. Their principal occupation is to weave the web of fate, to sprinkle daily the sacred tree Yggdrasil with water from the Urdar fountain, and to put fresh clay around its roots, that it might remain fresh and evergreen. And the Moirai in Greek mythology are three sisters called Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. They are daughters of Nyx, the goddess and personification of the night, and the power which they wield over the fate of man is significantly indicated under the figure of a thread, which they spin out for the life of each human being from his birth to the grave, but this occupation they divide between them. Clotho winds the flax round the distaff, ready for her sister Lachesis, who spins out the thread of life, which Atropos with her scissors relentlessly snaps apart when the life of an individual is about to terminate. Another task for the Norns is to feed and tenderly care for two swans which swim over the mirror-like surface of the Urdar fountain, and from this pair of birds, all the swans on Earth are supposed to be descended. On the other hand, the Moirai assist the Graces to conduct Persephone to the upper world at her periodical reunion with her mother Demeter. They also appear in company with Eileithia, the goddess of birth. It is also a function of the Moirai to indicate to the Erinyes the precise torture which the wicked should undergo for their crimes. The Norns are visited daily by the gods, who love to consult them, and even Odin himself frequently rides down to the Urdar fountain to bespeak their aid, for they generally answer his questions, maintaining silence only about his own fate and that of his fellow gods. In Greek mythology, even the gods have to submit themselves to the Moirai's cruel decrees. The Norns are frequently depicted as sitting on the roots of Yggdrasil and engage inside the complex paintings of weaving the future. And they are represented as sisters of different ages, aimed characters. Urd appearing very old and decrepit, continually looking backward, as if absorbed in contemplating past events and people. Verdandi, the second sister, young, active and fearless, looked straight before her, while Skuld, the type of the future, was generally represented as closely veiled, with head turned in the direction opposite to where Urd is gazing, and holding a book or scroll which had not yet been opened or unrolled. The Moirai are represented by the poets as stern, inexorable female divinities, aged, hideous and also lame, which is evidently meant to indicate the slow and halting march of destiny which they control. Painters and sculptors, on the other hand, depict them as beautiful maidens of a grave but kindly aspect. Now that we have seen all this information, what do you think? Which are the Norns and which the Moirai? Let us know in the comments below. We cannot be sure how the Norns or the Moirai look like, but we do know one thing for sure. They have an effect on extends beyond individual lives to encompass the future of worlds, gods, and the whole cosmos, making them crucial figures in Norse and Greek cosmology respectively.